So I put up a post because I want the police to think too. Because and you can go over to Facebook and read the post, but I got 25 years in as a peace officer. And there were a number of occasions in my 25 years where I had to refuse orders because they weren't lawful. Now, of course, it takes somebody that understands the law and actually has the integrity to stand up to a supervisor or a boss to refuse a direction because it's unlawful. And a lot of cops have no idea. They don't understand. They don't know the law. They just simply don't. And why would they? I mean, lawyers get paid enormous amounts of money to know the law. But there are some things that cops should know, like there's a Charter of Rights and Freedoms and there's a Constitution. But I just want to be clear before I talk a little bit about that. It's not an attack on police. I support the police, of course. I was in law enforcement. I'm a proponent. I know the shit that they got to go through. I know the shit that they're exposed to. I know the bullshit that they got to deal with outside of the violent element of things. Just the shit that they got to deal with. So I have a high level of respect, and we are a country of laws, and we should remain a country of laws. Evil does exist, and so we need to have laws that allow a police force or whatever to protect the citizens. I'm not an anarchist. I've never been an anarchist, and I don't promote anarchy. I'm a conservative libertarian that believes that we need law and order because there are some bad dudes out there. And so anyway, so I get it. I get it. Cops got a tough job, and I respect the hell out of police, and they shouldn't be defunded. In fact, they should be given more funds. It's the management of these police forces that I have a problem with. It's the government bureaucrats that are destroying the honor and integrity of these police forces. I mean, the RCMP is just completely destroyed, not because of the officers, not because of the men and women that go and put their ass on the line. They're being destroyed by the government, by the bureaucrats, by the agenda. So I don't blame that on the police on the ground. But at the same time, as a peace officer, you are sworn, whether it's to the Queen or to Canada, because some jurisdictions can choose what their oath will be. And in my experience, most, of course, choose to swear their oath to Canada and Canadians rather than the Queen. But you swear an oath to uphold the Constitution and the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and to protect those rights and freedoms. There's a lot of police, probably unwittingly, and in some cases wittingly, that abuse that and are maybe ill-informed. I remember when I first started, one of the first things that was drilled into me is this exact thing, that I didn't swear an oath to my boss. I didn't swear an oath to the warden. I didn't, and in a police case, they don't swear an oath to their boss or their supervisor or their police chief. They swore an oath to Canada and Canadians to uphold the Constitution. And so I just hope police, you're still individuals. Yes, you're part of a force, but you're still an individual, and that matters. Don't lose your individuality. Don't lose your ability to think. Don't lose your ability to use discretion. And don't lose your integrity by denying or defying the oath that you made. If somebody directs you to do something that's not lawful, that goes against the Constitution, don't do it. Refuse to do it. You have a choice. And yes, does that create particular consequences for you? Maybe. Yeah. I got in shit lots of time from supervisor that I said I'm not doing it because it's not lawful. And of course they get pissy. And of course, I didn't get promoted and I didn't get that promotion or this, whatever. Kudos. But I had integrity and I maintained it. And so, I don't know. I hope some police officers just remember that. Just remember the oath that you made to uphold the Constitution. And just because you're directed to do so doesn't mean you should stomp on it or stomp on the charter rights, freedoms. Because you can say no.